Today I will start the topic number 3 in energy conservation and management, that is HVAC system. This HVAC system is known as heat ventilation and air conditioning system. Heat ventilation is required on certain places for maintaining temperature at high level wherever desire, for storing of some material or for the process of manufacturing. So heat ventilation and air conditioning is based on the principle of thermodynamics and fluid mechanics and heat transfer. These are the three major points on which HVAC is depend. Now heating is a system may be divided into two categories: central heating system and local heating system. So for heat ventilation, there are two types of ventilation systems are there. One is centralized heating system and one is the local heating system. Now we have to discuss how this can be achieved. So in ventilation, we have to heat up the atmospheric air which is coming inside the space from window and ventilators. So we have to provide certain arrangement so that the incoming air from the atmosphere, it is heated up to a desired temperature which is required in the system. So here ventilation process supplies or remove air from a space by natural mechanical means, or replacement of air is done to remove moisture or colors, smoke, heat, dust and air-borne bacteria. This ventilation includes both the exchange of air to the outside as well as circulation of the air within the building itself. Outside air must be brought to the certain temperature by makeup of the units for maintaining the acceptable indoor temperature and the quality of the air in the building. So this is the main purpose of ventilation, that whatever air coming from atmosphere into the building or in the space where we require to maintain the particular temperature of air. So not only for maintaining the temperature of the air inside the space, but also to maintain the quality of the air. In quality of the air, whatever moisture content is there, it should be removed. Any particles matter which is inside the this air, it is to be removed, and it is clean in all the forms, so that in the process where this air is required, it is in its purest form. So there are two methods that by which we can achieve the ventilation purpose. First is mechanical or forced method, and second is the natural method. So in first method, when we go for the forced or mechanical method, in which we have to install certain equipment for heat ventilation on the space from where the outside air is coming inside the space or in the building. So for that we have to use the mechanical means for controlling indoor air quality by mechanical or forced ventilation. By this particular, the outside air excess humidity, odors and contamination can often be handled or controlled by the distribution or by the replacement. So this particular method, in which we generally use heating elements, they are tube type heating elements. They are provided in a section of the window or the ventilator, and along with a fan is also used, so that supply is given to these heating elements from the electrical supply. Either if it is connected for single phase, then 230 volt supply is given, and if it is connected in three phase system, then we have to apply for three phase. And the fans, they are like exhaust fan, but exhaust fan it is reversely connected, so that outer area come inside the space. So whatever air from the atmosphere, it is coming from outside to inside, and when it pass through the heating element, then the heated air is available on the space, and with the help of ducts or pipeline, we send this air, hot air, up to the place where it is required. So contamination and air, any type of other impurities are all removed when it pass through the ventilation system, and it is made available for the space where it is required. The temperature controllers are also provided on the heating element, so that whatever temperature required is for the purpose, we can maintain this temperature by proper setting of the temperature of the elements with the help of that control system. So this is a method by which we can do it by the force method or mechanical method. Second method is it is a natural ventilation method, in which air is coming naturally by nature pressure inside the building, and only the heating elements are provided in between the space, so that there is no additional force arrangement is used, no fan is used, no any other mechanical system is used for forcing this particular air from outside to inside. So nowadays these heating ventilation systems also available in small design for heating up of the room, small rooms also, and for big purposes we use the big system for that. So both the method, one by force method or mechanical method, and second is by natural ventilation method. So these two methods are normally used. In industry where the temperature requirement is higher for the process, then we go for the mechanical process or the forced ventilation system, in which proper air pressure is maintained inside the room, as well as its temperature can be controlled as per the requirement in the process is there for the manufacturing. But in case of buildings where people are living, and in normally in winter days or the cold season, we have to put these ventilators, heat ventilation by natural process, and in which only the heating elements are provided on the windows, or the incoming air can be heated with the help of heating elements, and by natural air pressure from the atmosphere, the particular air can be can be automatically forced due to difference of pressure inside and outside. That air will be flow inside the space with proper temperature is required for the comfortable temperature requirement for the living of the persons. So in buildings, whether they are multi-storied building or any type of building or hotels rooms, whenever in the cold season we required heat ventilation, then normally we use this natural ventilation system, and heating elements are provided on the space from where air is coming inside the rooms. So that can be maintained, and its temperature can also be maintained with the help of thermostat we use up to certain temperature attained by the room. If it is in comfortable zone, then automatically this particular natural system is switch off with the help of thermostat use. Means maintenance of proper temperature or required temperature can be done by this particular type of arrangement. Then there are a number of system nowadays designed for heat ventilation, and in heat ventilation Normally, as the name implies, that we have to send the hot air in the space where it is required. So both the method I have discussed, mechanical and mechanical or force method and natural method. So methods are very simple, their design is also simple. In the space from where air is coming inside the space, we have to provide the heating elements and a fan for forcing this air into inside. This is the first method in which force ventilation or the mechanical ventilation. Second method is the natural way, in which there is no additional equipment is required for that except only the heating elements. Heating elements are there, so these heating elements are naturally supply the air. The natural ventilation can be achieved with the help of operable windows. In a more complex system, hot or warm air in the building can be allowed to rise top and the flow out from the upper part. Sometime what happen in the natural system, the pressure difference can be created in such a way that air enter inside the room from the top ventilators and it is going out from the lower ventilators. So difference of air pressure is there. So by natural pressure the air circulate in the room, and when it pass through the upper ventilator where all these heating elements are provided, this air automatically, due to difference of pressure on two levels, it is circulated in the space. So this is a simple method in which we can do for heat ventilation. So its diagram is very simple. I will suggest you that you can make this diagram with the help of simple your drawing book. On the drawing book you can draw the diagram. Suppose this is a system where we want to maintain the temperature of the air in the space. So here there is a inlet where we provide the natural ventilation or forced ventilation is required. So there is a fan, and along with this there are certain heating elements are provided. So air from the outside, it is coming inside the space from the windows where the fans are provided, and in the forced ventilation system this type of arrangement is used. In natural ventilation system only fan we can remove, and only by natural pressure of air created by the difference of level, the air come inside with the help of that. So this is the system which is used for heat ventilation. In this waste heat can also be used for that. So this is a system in which waste heat from the source can be used, or heat can be produced by putting the heating elements which are operated by electrical supply. So both methods are simple in description. Only we have to show a window in which in the force method we put a fan and along with the heating elements and give the supply to them, and along with thermostat arrangement for maintaining the temperature, so that for a particular temperature when it is attained in the space, then you can this thermostat automatically switch off the elements, heating element, so that the temperature can be maintained within the limit as it is required for the space. In forced ventilation also and in the natural ventilation also. So these two methods are for heat ventilation. Now second part of this topic is air conditioning system. So air conditioning system is that to maintain the air temperature inside the range of the rooms or their space where you required a proper comfortable temperature. This is normally comfortable temperature for a human body. It is about 22 degree Celsius, 22 degree Celsius from variation from 18 to 22 degree. So in air conditioning system there are again two types. One is the local ventilation system and one centralized ventilation system for air conditioning. So in hot ventilation we are using hot air, but in this air conditioning system we condition the air to remove the impurities of the air, that is any type of impurities present in the air that can be removed, and the temperature of the hot air which is coming from outside, it is its temperature is lower down to the acceptable temperature or comfortable temperature which is required in the space. So air conditioning, according to its definition, it is done through the removal of the heat from the incoming air, so that in process whatever radiations are coming by convection or radiation process or conduction process, the medium such as water, air and special type of refrigerant, normally freon gas is used for the purpose. So air conditioning system, it is consist of a compressor as well as the duct and pipeline in the centralized AC system, and in local AC system there are they can be window operated AC systems are there, or split type AC systems are there, in which the different components are attached in such a way that they can produce the desired temperature of the air inside the space where it is required. So to maintain the comfort temperature we use the ACs or air conditioning system. Here we have to discuss the advantage of air conditioning system, which provide what are the advantage for the space. In the air conditioning manage the five critical constituents. They are first the purity of the air, then air flow, then air humidity control, and then air odor control and air temperature control. So these are the five basic function of the air conditioning system, that it maintain the purity of the air, it maintain the flow of the air, it maintain the humidity of the air, and it can remove the odors in the air. Odor mean any type of smell, and then it maintain the temperature up to the comfortable level which is required by us. The main parts of the air conditioning system are like this. This whole air conditioning system consists of different number of parts. There are in number 6 parts are there. First is the circulating fan, used for to remove air from the room and from the space. This is the circulating fan is required, or circulation fan is required. Then air conditioning unit, it is cooling the and modify the process for the heating and humidity removal of the process of the case in case of the winter system. In winter system we require definitely higher temperature, so heating is required. It is similar to that heat ventilation, but in this can be maintained by maintaining the temperature in air conditioning system. If you set up its value for higher temperature, so it will give that type of result. Then third is the supply duct. As I have told you, supply duct mainly required in case of the centralized AC system, in which ducts are provided so that the conditioned air can be sent to the space of use. And in local system the ducts are also provided, but they are small in size. Then supply outlets are there. The next component is the supply outlets are there. Then after supply outlet, the air it distribute in the conditioned air evenly in the room, in the space for the evenly or uniformly distribution of the air. So this component is used for supply outlet, and which provide the uniform distribution of the conditioned air in the space or in the room. Then the return outlet is there, one component. It is used to send the room air to return duct. In return duct, whatever room having or space having a higher temperature of air, it is to be sent back through the ducts. So this hot air remove from the cold air by conditioner. The cold air is coming and it is replacing hot air. So hot air is going out from the return outlets. Then there are filters are used. These filters are used for removing dust, dirt and other type of harmful bacteria in the form of small bacteria present in the air, that can be removed by this filter. So these are the 6 parts of the air conditioning systems are there, which are used in sequence of their installation, and whole system can be used for both the for large use and for small use. For small use, we use the local ventilation system or air conditioning system, which are the window type AC are there, and the AC split phase ACs are there. So split ACs are there, which are small in size, and their rating is varies from 1 ton to 2 ton. 2 ton, 1 ton, this is the kilowatt rating of the requirement of electrical energy. According to that, the capacity of the AC is decided whether it is a 1 ton AC or 2 ton AC. So this represents its capacity only, and that capacity also decide the consumption of electricity. That is, electricity consumption is also depend on the ton rating of the air conditioner system. So for local use in the small rooms of 10 by 10 or small rooms of the 30 by 50 square feet house, we can use number of AC, either window ACs are there or split phase ACs are there. So these can be installed simply in the window by section, and whole of the space where AC is provided, it is completely airtight. Means air source should not be there to come in other than from the through AC. So if you concealed complete system where you want to use the AC system, then you have to maintain the air tightness, or the airtight fittings are required in the doors and window, so that outside air it should not come inside from any other space. Otherwise the load on the AC will be increased, because more and more hot air will be available and coming from other source, so the workload on the AC it will increase, and the compressor of the AC system it will be overheated. So it is necessary that for either centralized AC system or local AC system, in both the case it should be observed that we should provide the proper air tightness in the system or in the space, so that outer air cannot enter from any other slot or from any other portion or on any other space in the system. Now according to purpose, the air conditioning system may be classified into the different category. So one is according to purpose. So first purpose is the comfort air conditioning system, in which we require comfort air in the space or the rooms. And second is the industrial air conditioning system, which is used for the process temperature maintenance. Means in case of all the pharmaceutical industries or chemical plants, some processes are to be operated at a particular temperature. Vaccine manufacturing is there, it required a certain temperature of manufacturing at lower level, so we have to put that particular temperature in that. So that type of system which is used for industries, it is called industrial AC system. And comfort temperature air conditioning system, it is normally for the domestic application, in the space or in the offices we can use. But industrial system of air conditioning, it is used for the process temperature control, in which the low temperature is required to maintain for manufacturing of medicines or vaccine or injection or any other type of medicines which is to be manufactured in case of pharmacy or pharmaceutical industries. Then according to the weather in the year, there are three types of ventilation air conditioning system are there. Winter air conditioning system is there, summer air conditioning system is there, and year around air conditioning system is there. So as we know that in our country, in 1 year there will be two seasons mainly in which AC system is required. One is summer air conditioning system is required in summer days, and one is winter air conditioning system is required in winter. And one system, it is designed for around the year we can use, whether it is a winter or summer or any other season. So we can maintain these three type of system according to weather use in the year. In the year there are three weathers are there: rain, winter and summer. So all year around ventilation system is used for all the three weathers. Otherwise, if you are using summer ventilation system or air conditioning system, so it will be used only in summer days, and when you are using a winter air conditioning system, so this will be used in the days of the winters. So this is classification according to season. And then last classification according to the arrangement of the equipment. So in arrangement of equipment, it is a unitary air conditioning system in which one unit is used. As I have told you, it is a window air conditioning in which one unit is sufficient for the space of a room of a particular 200 square feet or 100 square feet area, where tonnage capacity can be changed according to space volume to be provided with the air conditioning. So this is the unitary conditioning system in which the system or unit is installed in a window. Or similarly, it is a split system for the small use. When the size of room is suppose 10 by 10, then you have to not go for the big air conditioning system to be installed in the windows, but you can use the split system for the purpose. For the small room means if a office of 10 by 10 square feet is there, so you can use for 100 square feet 1 ton or 1.5 or 2 ton AC, split type AC can be used for that. And second is the centralized air conditioning system. So in all type of malls or any type of office building or any type of commercial complex, we have to use the centralized air conditioning system. And industries also we can use this system. So in this system, the whole unit is installed at one place, and with the help of ducts, the conditioned air is provided in the whole of the area covered by that centralized air conditioning system. So according to this application part, these are the three types of air conditioning system, and according to purpose they are classified into two category. One is comfort air conditioning system and second is industrial air conditioning system, as I have told you just now. So diagram of these two type of system which are based on the weather condition, that is, one is for summer air conditioning system, and one is for winter air conditioning system. So the diagram of these two I will give on your WhatsApp group, so you can draw that. The content of the diagram is that there is a circulating pump is there, and there is a different type of filters are used for filtering of the incoming air, and similarly after filter there is a reset coil is there for heating coil in case of winter system, and cooling coil in case of summer system. So in the space, this particular space can be provided with the conditioned air with the help of a circulating pump or fan is used, and in this particular say there are ducts are provided, in which ducts there are dampers are used which are open and close according to the operating schedule. So the diagram of both the system, it will I will give on the your WhatsApp group, so you can draw for both, one for the summer air conditioning system and one for the winter air conditioning system. Now according to the syllabus content, we have to discuss other article in this particular chapter. It is that auditing energy audit requirement in HVAC system, that what are the condition for conducting audit in heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. This is the for energy saving opportunity in the air conditioning system, for which we have to conduct the audit for HVAC system. So there are certain points are there. So according to the length of this particular lecture, the second part of energy auditing for HVAC system and the point related to that, that I will discuss next time, in which we have to also take the refrigeration system, in which refrigerators are used for the purpose of cooling of the materials or eating materials or other materials which are to be kept at a certain temperature. Then we compare the vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression air conditioning system. So this I will discuss next time. For today this particular lecture is limited for up to 30 minutes, so you can understand whatever I have told you for heat, ventilation and air conditioning system. Next time we will study the energy audit possibility of air conditioning system, and how we can save the energy in operation of the air conditioning system, that we will discuss next time. And also next time we will discuss factor affecting the comfort air conditioning. So these all points we will discuss next time. For today this is all for sufficient for today. Thank you.